Before we start our first test bed, we wanted to give everybody a rundown. Obviously, Echo Electrical Distributing, Midwest Prefab have helped sponsor this test bed. So as we described in the previous video, we're going to be running 6-inch PVC with Southwire 750 35 kV cable and a 3/0 ground. We're going to be using a Greenlee 8,000 pound tugger with the boom, our connection point. We're also going to be using a Southwire 3/4 SimPull rope. As we mentioned in our previous video, we have 360 degrees of bend before we hit a midpoint, which is to represent a manhole, a splice cabinet, or a pull point. As you can tell, the SimPull rope is already installed. When we installed the SimPull rope, we sucked a jet line back to the tugger. You can see our prefab shop there in the background. We sucked a jet line to this point, and then from this point over to the staging area, we sucked a jet line, and then here we tied the jet line together. We pulled the rope to here, and then pulled out enough rope so as to get us over here to the staging area to make up the pulling head, which we'll show you in just a second. So we pulled it to here, pulled the slack, and then fed it in to that 6-inch opening there. Pulled the rope around another 360 degrees of bend, and then we pulled the head out here of the rope, to which we have our connection here to Southwire 750s, 3 750s, and a 3/0 ground, 35 kV with a diameter of just over 2 inches. I believe it's 2.006 in diameter. This here is an observational area, as we described in our previous video. Southwire's pull calculator is estimating that we should pull around 4,500 pounds with the Southwire SimPull slick jacket. And then here at the end, we'll feed in the cable at the very end. And this is all intended for a staging area to demonstrate what an underground duct bank install would look like. And at the exact same time, when we do the comparative install with the Glydz product line, it'll give you the ability to see how the Glydz product line actually stages, supports, and cradles the cable so that the cable never touches the raceway. And will also be used to demonstrate why it is we're able to achieve such a low coefficient of friction and cut our pull forces by 50 to 60% or better when stacked up against slick jacket cable. So here's the staging area. We apologize, the warehouse is just really busy at the moment. Here's our 90s. The intent is to pull straight through the splice cabinet, representative splice cabinet I should say, to the Greenlee 8,000 pound puller, and then to pull it in around all the 90s, measure the Southwire data, and then the next set of installs will be with the Glydz product line. So there's our test bed. I want to give a shout out to our supporters, Midwest Prefab, Echo Distributor, and we'll get back to you as soon as we perform our first set of trials. Thank you. Bye.